Hello, and welcome to my review of the movie Black Panther, directed by Ryan Coogler. Alright, so let's just get started. The movie first starts off with some narration. Unfortunately, I sometimes see narration as being kind of lazy and just telling us about the story instead of just showing us. But this narration was done pretty well. It was some cool animation. You don't see this animation anywhere else with the sand and everything. And it was in Jobu talking to his son. So that's kind of cool if you catch it like the second time around. You watch the movie. One of my absolute favorite parts of this movie is the sound design and the music. When you look at the soundtrack, you can see that Kendrick Lamar has his hand in almost every single song. It's also nice to see that there is some traditional African style songs in there too. And some hip-hop songs. I really like the hip-hop. I think Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest. Even though just Kendrick Lamar is great, I would like to see maybe Childish Gambino.
Look what I'm whipping up.
Or J. Cole.
Jesus peace, frozen from sinning, doing dirt, hoping to God.
They're also got the same kind of style of, you know, kind of funky and kind of cool style that isn't seen anywhere else. I think they would have fit pretty well in this movie as well. Another really good part about the sound design is how it is immersive. It is immersive by mixing diegetic and non-diegetic sound throughout the movie. Diegetic means the sound that the movie characters can hear, and non-diegetic is the sound that only we can hear, like the background music. The movie does a really good job of combining them together and just putting the right music at the right time. For example, when we first get an intro to Wakanda, and we come through with the plane zooming over the country, we get that nice traditional sound that makes us just feel in awe of, like, wow, look at all of this fields and just such a great looking country, and the music helps provide that feeling. Another really awesome part is when Claw hops in this car to start driving away from the Black Panther, and he ends up just going, hey, what is this funeral? Turn up some music.
Music, what do you think this is, the funeral?
And the music turns into the background music for the whole car chase, which was really cool to see, and you can really feel it, like you're there, like part of the movie. I really enjoyed that part. Another fantastic element of this movie is the jokes. The humor in this movie is just really great. I enjoyed most of the jokes in this movie. Made you chuckle or just laugh out loud. With the I never freeze, that's fantastic.
What are you talking about? I never freeze.
You froze.
Mbaku is the king of jokes here.
One more word, and I will feed you to my children. I'm kidding, we are vegetarians.
It's just his sarcasm is just out of this world. Like it's crazy. It's such a great scene.
Are you done?
Unfortunately, there were 2 or 3 kind of funny moments that really weren't funny at all nowadays. Another joke that kind of fell flat is the whip it back and forth joke. Told to Okoye, because when she had the wig on, she was told to whip it back and forth.
It looks nice. Just whip it back and forth,
What is it, 2010? It's been 8 years. Why is that a joke still? Literally no one knows this joke. No one cares. Another really silly one is when they're doing the car chase and the car gets hit with the blast from Claw's cannon. And it's like Looney Tunes where they both survive completely unscathed, and that's literally impossible. Like, I get, you know, funny comedy humor, but that's a little bit too silly, you know. And in my opinion, that's too silly. Another thing I wanted to talk about is the costume design in this movie. I really like the costumes and the outfits that everybody had on. They either look like super cool or just like stylish and just kind of traditional. It looks really nice. Some examples are the guy with the lip, the River Tribe Elder, that big disc he had in his lip. That was pretty, you know, crazy to see. Like, you don't see that very often. It's cool that they put it in the movie. And I read on this this article on Vulture about what the costume designer had to say about it, and it was kind of cool how she put him in a suit and everything, made him like look like fancy and businesslike. One of my favorite characters is Eric Killmonger, and he has some of the best like style of this movie. I love how his jacket has like the fur on it, and like he has those glasses, like looking super hipster and just street cool, you know. And then when he has the body armor on, it just looks like actually cool, like military style, and it just looks awesome on him. Another great piece of costume design is the Dora Milaje. They have some of the most fantastic looks of this whole movie, and apparently they're designed after like samurai, and it really does look like with like the scraps of armor and like the cloth underneath. And it's just kind of out there. You don't see bald black women with spears and they're wearing this like samurai type gear and they're just like fighting. You don't see that ever. So it was really cool to see. One of my favorite stories of costume design is M'Baku. I read from the article that his like fur on his back is actually held there by magnets, which I find hilarious and really creative way to solve the problem of the fur not sticking to his shoulders. I give the movie Black Panther 8 Grace Jones looking chicks out of 10. Thanks for watching.